several discrepancies. Other Muppets.
Well, it's rare to see an athlete come into the UFC and take a division by storm to this extent, and largely she's done it with her bread and butter, her kickboxing. No one's been able to stop her.
Yeah, we've seen some great kickboxers come into the game before, but the way that she sets things up, man, the way she uses her knees when you get close, the way she batters your legs with the kicks, the way she can land these strikes from in close, it really is something special. So I'm excited to see how she uses that tonight inside the octagon as she tries to further her assault on her division.
And she doesn't seem too worried about the takedown. Her takedown defense is pretty solid. It has improved over the last 10 weeks. But you got to think opposition is going to be trying to floor her here early on in the So here we go, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt looking to impose her will here tonight. She did tell us in the fighter meeting, she's starting to fall in love with her hands a little bit, but you gotta think she's gonna pursue a floor fight here tonight.
Yeah, John, the beauty in that is by developing the hands, you'll have to take it into account. Once you take it into account, she'll take it out. And once you're on the ground, man, it seems as though she is just in her world. It's like a fish to water. It's like Daniel Cormier to wrestling. When you're on the ground, she is safe, and she is comfortable. And when she's that comfortable, she can beat anything.
She has handled the UFC nerves, the jitters pretty well as well, so stylistically, tough matchup on her hands. She believes she'll pass it here with flying colors. All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's Tale of the Tape. Now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Manon the Beast Fiorot! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Erin Blanchfield!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. While we're back in the tri-state area tonight, Dateline, Newark, New Jersey, inside the Prudential Center. The Devils are not here. The UFC athletes are here and hoping for some more UFC history inside these walls tonight, James.
From the 76ers to the Devils, you understand the fans in this area know sport. So you gotta be ready to give them a show tonight or they're gonna boo you out of the building. No idea how these two women are standing. They're both landing massive shots.
Splits the guard and connects there.
Oh, nice right hand.
Tries to work it into a takedown. Man, these women are delivering for fight fans around the world. What a start to this fight.
How could you possibly be seated when you are watching this level of activity from these two women at the beginning of the fight? Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you gotta pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you gotta be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You've got to make sure you're on an elbow control, an underhook, and getting back to your feet. In the half guard.
Right into side mount. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Oh, look at this. She's got her in the crucifix. A lot of body weight with which to contend. We'll see how she tries to get up here.
It's a very tough situation for the bottom girl. Before the top fighter, all she has to do is just maintain and keep control. Keep it safe. Don't allow it to...
Oh, she's got a triangle, and that one is tight. She told us before the fight on Thursday that she was going to have to be put to sleep. She wasn't going to tap. Easier said than done, though, here.
Well, she's going to have to tap, or she's got to circle away from the trap arm. Get her knee on the belly and start to get her...
Oh, she got out, champ.
I was wrong again, John. I mean, it looked like she was done. She was going to tap, but nope. She was able to stay safe, get off to her side, get her arm free, and find safety. Great job.
And you were right in her obit.
Right in her obituary.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Massive shot from the top.
She's got her back now.
Attacking armbar.
Ooh, arms in tight.
She's trying to finish the armbar. She's got to be patient, but if she rushes, she will lose this position. Nice transition. Got to be careful here.
Secure the hooks now. Secure the hooks.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep. She's stepping over the mount here.
Nice positional control here.
Great slip. Even though her opponent's throwing, she's not finding much success. And there you go. Again, half guard.
All right, into full guard here, DC. Where does she go from here?
She needs to be passive. Right away passive. Trying to pass to get good ground and pound off. Great defense to stay safe.
Right into side control.
Oh, she's in trouble, dude.
All right, she's got her in a crucifix now. I would think a lot of options at her disposal offensively.
Yeah, she's got all the options. All she needs to do is be patient. Drop elbows, drop big punches. Just really start to lay into your opponent, but do it in a way that you don't lose all the work that you put in to gaining such a dominant position.
She's got her back now, DC, and I don't mean she's like there to support her, right? She is literally on her back and in control of this fight.
She's in control of this fight. Look for her to start trying to slide that arm under the neck to finish the fight with a choke.
Nicely done. Making all these shots count. Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attempt.
That is tight. Trying to finish the arm triangle, but she cannot rush. She's got...
Oh, saved by the bell, round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, that right there is the final horn. So this one goes the distance tonight. She was pretty close on some submission attempts tonight, but you got to think, regardless, did enough to get the judges' nod.
Well, I mean, as you look back on the fight, you see that she was offensive. Every time the mat hit the ground, she was the one attacking submissions. She wasn't trying to hold. She wasn't trying to stall time. She was offensive off of her back. If she was ever on top, she was offensive. She should get the decision victory.
Oh, and that punch elicited a reaction from the crowd. Single leg takedown. Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
Try to establish that jab. Well, she continues to bide her time here on the feet. Now throws a front kick in there.
That front kick was beautiful. Now we get some space as she separates from her opponent.
Oh, that's going to lead to mark the uppercut and had her head going sideways.
More strikes to the head. It won't take many of those.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. pace between the two fighters. Fiorot's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there.
Forward and takedown.
Ooh! And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, nice technique by her there on the side kick, DC. Defensively, how do you stop?
When somebody's trying to side kick, you've got to take your outside arm, roll that kick off to the side, or just move your feet a little bit. But it's hard when somebody's so good at doing that specific strike.
Back and forth we go. She's had a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
Still plenty of time to go here, round two. Fiorot gets up and decides to take this fight back to the feet despite having a dominant position on the ground. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponents to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
Posturing up now. Oh, and she lands a huge strike to the head. Oh, more of the same. She lands again, and the swelling continues to increase on her opponent.
Man, she's so fast. She's so good at targeting certain areas of her opponent's head, and now you see that swelling starting to advance.
Nice ground strikes landed by her here from top position. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
That was nice.
Fiorot gets back up again. Now a takedown attempt. It is not there, and not a tumble. She works the body as well as anybody in this division. Another strike there, and these shots are really going to take their toll as this fight moves on. Oh, making this clinch work count. Lands the punch there. All right, now we get a little bit of separation. All right, so once again, no surprise, she shoots for a takedown here. Maybe somewhat surprising that she hasn't been able to take her down with much consistency.
In the build-up to the fight, she said, there's no way my opponent can stop me from securing takedowns. Well, to this point, she was very wrong. Ooh, what a punch.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. All right, so perhaps some frustration starting to set in for her now as the jiu-jitsu fighter floors her yet again.
I mean, she is such a great grappler, and she has a very good understanding of getting the fight to the floor. She does it over and over again, and right now, you see how frustrated her opponent is.
Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Darce. She's got the Darce choke locked in. Oh, great submission defense as she gets out. All right, she's right into side control right now, and a lot of fighters would prefer the half guard, but she does some pretty good work here.
She does good work in the side control. She likes it. A lot of people will not even pass the side control anymore because it seems like you're giving your opponent an out. But she loves the fact that she has such a great guillotine, and if they turn one way, she'll attack it. So you only have one option to escape this young lady, and by going to your knees, she always throws her. What a massive strike from the top. She's about to get her opponent out of there. Good round.
Take a deep breath and relax. Excellent job out there. Your striking is perfect. I want you to keep mixing it up just like that. Good hands high.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and in terms of offensive wrestling execution, she had it all going there.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was racing to position. Once she got to a leg, she didn't pause. She didn't stop. She went right to the finishes that she needed in order to get the fight.
She shoots her head back there. This could be the end.
She landed a massive uppercut that hurt her opponent very, very badly.
Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned. We see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, your opponent's back in the fight and can potentially win.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all the time. It does not matter that she hurt her before. She's gonna have to close the door if she gets her hurt again.
Well, she felt like the uppercut was gonna be there. It has absolutely been there. No reason to think she won't get back to it here.
No, she's gonna go back to that position. Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
Oh, she's got that core locked in tight now. Oh, somehow she gets out.
It was locked in. She somehow survived.
Oh, what a strike from her there out of that bottom position. She is offense all the time.
And now she's in mount. Using a lot of good movement.
Well, maybe some panic setting in for her opponent as she continues to land with the ground and pound.
She cannot deal with the pressure of the top fighter. She's so good at finding her strikes.
Oh, she's got a triangle, DC. That looks tight. Might be a case of tap or nap right here.
It is going to be a case of tap or nap. You're going to sleep if you do not tap to this submission. It's in too tight. The defense is gone. You waited, attacking on bar.
Oh, she got out. How good is that? All right, so after a great back and forth engagement on the ground, the fighters get back to their feet, and the crowd really showing their support for these two women.
The crowd goes crazy because they appreciate the high-level grappling that these two women just exhibited for them.
Man, look at the redness almost immediately on the right side of her body. Back to the single. All right, so now she's in the dominant position after a beautiful reversal on the ground. Fiorot's pass is denied.
The crowd goes crazy as she reverses the position.
Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, she's got an arm triangle here, and it looks tight. All right, arm triangle inching closer now.
Great decision there. Maintain position over submission. Very, very smart.
Under 2 minutes now to go in our third round. All right, so another nice sequence for her there. You've talked a lot about her fight IQ, but this is pretty simple, right? You batter your opponent upstairs, stay with it.
She did it early. She was able to get to her spots, land the shots that she wanted to land. Her opponent did nothing to change it, and now she finds herself in a comfortable position where she has to just keep targeting the face that is so swollen right now.
Wow, is she applying a lot of pressure here? I'm not sure how much her opponent can take. Clear sense of urgency here as she tries to make sure the judges stay out of it. Oh, swing and a miss. How about the slip by her there?
What a great job. And right at the right time. In the half guard. Oh, right into mount.
She's got one of the best arm bars in the business, going for it now.
What a tight arm bar.
Oh, great submission defense. She's trying to pass the guard here. Ooh, unable to do so. Nice denial by the bottom fight.
Great recognition in the grappling transitions. Way to maintain that guard.
Back to her feet now. Good sign for her there. All right, referee steps in here, and I think it's the right time to do so. He's going to call on the doctor to look at that swelling around the eye. We'll see if she is allowed to stay in this fight.
She wants to fight, but I don't know if she's going to be able to continue. There's a lot of swelling around that eye.
Clearly, she wants to fight. Doctor and the referee convene, and it looks like she is going to be allowed to stay in this fight, at least for now.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, well, she is about as tough as it gets. She wants to stay in this fight, and she will be afforded that opportunity as the referee gets the action back underway.
You can see it in her eyes. She was not defeated. She was not deflated. She wanted to be out there. She wants a chance. That's exactly what she's going to get. I think it's the right decision. Look at how she dropped.
Ankle grip. Oh, continuing to attack the head as that diving punch lands. DC, I know you got my back. She's got her back, and she can do a lot of damage from here.
I've got your back, and I'm your boy, J.A. She's got her back as if she wants to end her night right now. She's got to be very careful.
All right, round 3 is now over. Fiorot's eye is looking pretty bad at this point, DC. The cut man's gonna hustle in there and see if he can work on that, or that eye might swell shut. Well, they haven't called for the doctor yet, but she is swollen. Doesn't look at all like the woman who walked out here a couple hours ago.
Yeah, she got beat up in that round. She took far too many shots right on the target. She has got to do something different on the defensive side, or this fight is not gonna go long.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Can you believe she is able to keep up this output just as she did in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes here and not slowing down whatsoever? She looks like she could go 10 hard 5s if need be tonight.
She gets space and gets some separation. Beautiful takedown lands there.
Looks like she's working on a triangle here, DC. Her opponent not the tapping type, but she could be submitted here short.
She could be submitted, and if you don't want to tap, you're going to sleep. Because it does armbar, great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
All right, nice transition into full guard. If you're the top fighter, where do you go from here?
Try to posture up, get some big ground and pound off, which will lead to you passing the half guard.
So look at this, DC. She's got her in rubber guard. I know we've seen a lot of Eddie Bravo pupils employ this with pretty good success in the UFC. What are you trying to do, though, here if you're that fighter?
If I'm in the rubber guard, I'm trying to really slow you down and hope that you make a mistake so I can get off one of those submissions that will always keep you on the highlight reel. A go-go plata, an omoplata, just things that we don't see much, but when they happen, everybody loses their mind.
Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night. Oh, big, big shots here.
Beautiful transition.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Oh, and there it is. So after an extended battle on the ground, she gets back to her feet, and the crowd is absolutely eating it up.
She was not going to settle on her back. She's hurt bad, John.
Nice job by her there to block that shot. Going with the kick to the body, but unable to find the range. All right, so it looks as though, yes, she's starting to deal with some swelling now, so defensively got to figure out a way to shore things up.
She's tough, John. We know that she's tough. We've always known that she's tough. But what she has to do is she has to be a little bit more active in her defenses if she doesn't want to get all beat up.
Not much behind the takedown offering there. You're as tough as it gets, but that eye is downright nasty at this point in time, and you've got to wonder, given all the swelling, if that might even be a fractured orbital. Not good for Lim. They're probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Punch to the body, rejected there by the defense. Nice job by the opponent. Well, hard to see exactly where she is cut, but it's somewhere around that eye area. Doesn't look great.
It's never good to get cut, but right now it's a small one. You don't have to worry about it, but you got to protect it.
Fiorot's eye is now swollen shut. They could actually stop this fight right now, given how bad it is. Clearly the referee keeping a close eye on the fight. Glancing right hand lands upstairs. Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike landed.
And the blood is flying. Her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop the fight.
Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed without it. Fiorot's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Fiorot's back into full guard. Well, she's on bottom, but defensively avoiding a lot of these headshots. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, well, that is some severe swelling around her eye right now, and she's headed back to the stool. You know she wants to stay in the fight, as tough a customer as we have, but I'm not sure she can even see out of that eye at this point in time. Well, I'm just not sure how many more strikes she can take to that swollen area as they attend to her. We'll get you some replays.
Not many, J.A. She's in trouble. It's damaging, and every time another one lands on that type of swelling, it feels like a jolt of lightning through your face. She has got to move her head. She's got to be proactive in her defense so she's not taking too many shots.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. All right, oh, she's got to keep pressing now. Kick to that lead leg. That'll leave a mark. Oh! Oh, she's hurt. Beautiful diving strike lands. Oh, this one could be over soon.
She's getting up, yep.
Well, she lands another strike to the body here, and the percentage is getting high now in terms of the body strikes landed. Didn't see a lot of that earlier on, making up for lost time here.
Never seen anything like this, J.A. How in the world are these two women still standing?
Well, she may be the last fighter on the roster that would be looking for a way out, but her face has absorbed so much damage here tonight that perhaps the referee should get it.
Yeah, she's as tough as they come, John. I mean, she is an absolute savage. But we have had to see her toughness far too many times. It's time for someone to step in and say, enough is enough. Tonight's not your night. You will live to fight another day.
Fiorot's in half guard. Well, she has had her striking going from the outset, and she continues to invoke damage there upstairs.
She said that her opponent was tough. She said that she knew it, but she also said that she...
Oh, could get a finish soon. Looks like a Darce choke. All right, looks like that Darce is tight.
Darce choke locked and loaded. She's got a great position now, but she's got to take her time to get this finish. It is a very good submission and a great attempt. Don't waste it. Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, well, through no loss of effort, she still hasn't been able to get this submission. You got to credit the defense at some point here.
Absolutely. This young lady is so present defensively when she's under attack. She never panics. She's so calm under pressure. She seems to be a person that can't be submitted.
All right, she's got her in a crucifix from top position here, DC. What are you trying to do with your legs to maintain control of that arm? Submission attempts in bunches, another one here. Oh, she might have that locked in.
She's out again.
All right, so the ladies make their way back to the feet. Nice job by her there, and the crowd is just clapping it up.
Yeah, they're loving her willingness to fight to get back to her feet. She never accepted being on the bottom, so even though it was difficult, she got it done, and now she looks to...
Watch, the referee has called for the ringside position. Perhaps enough damage now to stop the fight.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. It's over. Stop the fight.
Well, the eye is not completely closed. Looks like the doctor is going to allow this fight to continue, at least for now. Crowd certainly appreciates that decision.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check. And to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination, and the determination is, get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter who is going to have to start protecting that injury to prevent it from getting any worse. Oh, she's got a triangle, and that one is tight. She told us before the fight on Thursday that she was going to have to be put to sleep. She wasn't going to tap. Easier said than done right here.
Well, she's going to have to tap or...
Judges needed this time around.
That was nasty.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight. She scrambled well in this fight, and she had to exercise some patience there a little bit, but once she found an opening, the tap came shortly thereafter. All right, here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 45 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a triangle choke, Erin Blanchfield.
Well, it'll be standing room only at her after party tonight as she gets it done by way of submission. Thankfully, Daniel Cormier is